a German boat anchored so close to me the other day. I don't know why, because there was only 2 other boats in the Anchorage. They could have anchored anywhere. And now my anchor line got wrapped around their rudder and propeller, and the wind shifted. And then when the wind shifted again, it pulled me into the back of their boat. And of course, it always happens during a squall. I let out some anchor line to get further away, and then their boat just kept rotating around and pulling me closer, so I had to dive down and take care of it. All right, I'm preparing for a night departure from San Juan, Puerto Rico. We are going to do attempt number 2 to sail to the Virgin Islands. I guess just me, I'm solo this time. I don't think I'm back to Norway. We'll see if we make it, I don't know. I figure leaving, this is the best weather window I got a beat up wind still, but the wind's gonna change in a way that I think I can make it not too bad today and tomorrow. So I'm just motor sailing out the channel. Hopefully we get a little bit more wind out here, but I mean, I guess we could just motor. We need to. So far the winds are extremely light. I sailed for a little bit, but we were doing less than 1 mile an hour. Got the full mainsail up now. There's still a lot of leftover waves out here, so it's not so comfortable. Hoping if we get it a little further away from shore, maybe the wind will pick up. Finally found some decent wind, although the waves are still kind of big. At least we're moving now at 2.5 knots, maybe 3. So we're just gonna sail through the night. I'm gonna go get some rest. See you guys in the morning. Sails are looking good. Speeding away up wind. It's next morning. Made it a few miles last night. Yeah, boat sailed pretty good, a little slow. I think maybe there's growth on the bottom. Well, I know there is because I saw it when I swam there. It's way worse than usual. So I'm not sure if maybe my ultrasonic hull cleaner is not working so well now, or maybe just the water. I guess I left it in one place for a while. I left it for about a month here in Puerto Rico. And maybe it's more biodiverse water or something. Like, I guess I know they have those bioluminescent bays, so I guess there's a lot more stuff living in these waters, maybe. I don't know, or maybe the bottom paint I put on them in Malta wasn't as good. Either way, I'm gonna have to give it a scrub. I think it might be slowing us down a little bit. But I think about 16 more miles to go to get to the Virgin Islands, at least the ones I'm trying to get to. I want to get as far east as I can because it's easy to come back west, and as long as we have these winds, which are going to allow it, we will try to do that. Here's a look at our routing track. So we're just going to head northeast, and then we'll tack back southeast upwind, and that should get us there. So I'm just going to go back below. Know that everything looks okay out here. Pretty good last night, and I'm going to edit some video. I played with the sails a little bit and got us an extra knot, so that's good. Should have done that earlier. Maybe we'd be way closer right now. I just realized I left my mast steps out, and since the seas are a little lumpy today, I'm just going to try to use the boat hook, that fancy rollout one, see if I can get them back in. All but one. I'm making some chicken nuggets for lunch today. Yum, yum, yum. It's time to do our first and hopefully only tack for this trip. We're just tacking our way out, and then we're sailed our way out, and we're just going to do one tack to turn back in. And I guess depending on our angle coming back in, and how much the wind shifts, that'll determine which island we end up at. Will we get the USBIs or BBIs? The St. Thomas? The other one, I don't know. We will see. Just set the wind vane back on. I'll move the jib over. How's the angle looking? Let the boat head up a little bit. Tighten up the jib sheet. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Here's what we look like on this side. I removed the my bulwark. I cut it off right there. Before the damage area was making it rub into that, so it was also annoying to get over the ladder and everything, and now I got decided to bring the dinghy up. Unfortunately, yeah, that little piece of wood gave the boat a lot more feeling of security, and taking it off, it feels a little bit uncomfortable. I do have the lifeline, but not the tow rail, so I'd like to add another one at some point. I just looked at the chart, and we're aiming all the way towards Tortola, which is about as high upwind as I could have expected to get. Fortunately, we've also slowed down to like 2 knots, so I might bear off a little bit just to get a little more speed, and maybe we'd hit by St. John or St. Thomas. Well, sun's about to set. I made a little mac and cheese for dinner, and yeah, we've still got 50 something miles to go, maybe 60. I don't know, we started moving to get this wind lightened up for a while, but now it's picking up. I haven't opened up that forward hatch for a little ventilation, but now I'm probably going to close it as the wind's picking up a little bit more. Look at a wave in the front there. So I set up my little canting pipe berth. You can see it's at an angle here. And that's made a huge difference since we're heeled over. I don't have to be into the lee cloth, and I can sleep flat. And also this mesh is nice when it's this hot out. I can see the lights of the British Virgin Islands now. It's 3 a.m. now, and we're about 26 nautical miles away, so we're doing about 4 knots. I can go get a few more hours of sleep and get up in the morning, really. So in this kind of situation, I always set my geofence alarm and also a timer alarm. So we're about 10 miles away, maybe 12 miles. I still don't have cell signal, which I have 2 videos I'd like to upload. I canceled my Starlink because I've been away from the boat. Hopefully I get cell signal, otherwise I might need to turn on the Starlink or go to the US Virgin Islands. So now we are sailing past Tortola, and I'm going to go to St. John. Because, why am I doing that? I think I'd have to go to this side anyway to check in to the BBIs, which is Tortola's BBIs, St. John is USBIs, and I don't need to check in the USBI because I just came from Puerto Rico. Yeah, so that's the plan. It's a little silly because I sailed this far upwind and now I'm going a little bit back downwind, but whatever, I think it makes sense. And then I'm gonna see if there's some catamarans to look at Tortola in a couple days, and I'll sail back upwind to do that, and then St. John and St. Thomas, I think, or the other 2 might have some, we'll see. But basically this is like the charter boat capital of the world, and so there's lots of sailboats here. nice spot. I'm gonna grab one of these mooring balls here. I just grabbed the mooring ball. Got my finger on its freaking barnacles on the rope. So frustrating. Hurts so much. I went for a wing pulling session and then a snorkeling session. But also, here's a look at that marine growth my boat has developed. That's not cool. I gotta scrape this stuff off. This is slowing me down. I want this boat to go fast. Thanks for watching. Next video, sail up over to Virgin Gorda, British Virgin Islands, and meet up with Hoob and look at another catamaran and do some diving. So I hope to see you guys then.